Hi, my friends. I hear Katie Hopkins is back in town. I believe she's just flown in from Miami to Heathrow. Uh, literally, literally just now. And she's been greeted, um, well, with a whole series of nice broadcasts, actually, welcoming her home. Um, And she informs us it's rather difficult to gain entry back into your own country when you come from somewhere you shouldn't have been in the first place. It gets rather silly. So this is to welcome her. So it's just a form of a welcome. Oh, it's quiet, not menacing. We don't want to menace somebody who just comes back to their own homeland. Welcome home, Katie Hopkins. We adore you. We adore the grace of your lovely information, updates, and there's a wedding coming up, a very important wedding in a prison. Uh, Maximum security prison, Belmarsh. It's somebody who has a name, Julian Assange, I think it may be. I forget his name. He's not really important. I mean, he's bigger than Bond through what he's been. And the wedding is coming up. So that's a delightful point. Let's interrupt the system with a message of approval. change of key because now we're talking. I mean, when you marry, that's a Stella Morris. Is that with 2 R's or 1 R? It is with 2, but let's call it with 1 because we can always add another one to the story. A beautiful representation of 2 authority figures who, in glory with their, well, not there, with Julian's father, John Shipton. I mean, when you listen to these people speak and the wealth of intelligence which emanates from their being, I mean, these people actually do something. They have brought the world, this whole planet, to a state of ascension. Because, well, now we really know what's going on, the endless wars. I mean, now it's, well, also we're joyful, so why are we speaking? Let's be joyful. What else is new? It's a satellite night. Sat. Well, that's Saturday. And there's a white covering of snow. I mean, from memory, we haven't had snow for maybe 2-3 years, surely here in New England. Nothing to do with the States, but New England, because we knew we've exited the Union, so it's New England. Yeah, it's white. We have an important call from Australia, and we have a very privileged telephone call from a cherished family member on a white background. And as we speak, the snow is melting. I mean, it was heavy flakes just a while ago. I mean, these things are commensurate with, well, let us put it a different way. It's not coincidental that such an important conversation was blessed with a white blanket of snow when we haven't had snow. I didn't call for the dialogue. I mean, I was requested to respond, and when I respond, you open the curtains, and it's white, white as white can be. Celestial calmness. There was a beautiful YouTube video which appeared out of the blue because when you've switched on your computer, well, it's evident when you're greeted by a new octagonal random sequence. Well, when you notice that it's completely different, Yvgeny kissing. Oh, what a beautiful Yiddish, Hebrew, French, English, Russian. I mean, the man can play. I mean, the quality. I mean, we look into an understanding. I wouldn't say superior, with a different epithets, but than Glenn Gould. And we know that he knew a thing or two about speech and how to promote his thought through music. Well, Yvgeny Kisen, I mean, but why? I mean, you just switch on and you're greeted with a dialogue, and it's about 50 minutes. Yvgeny Kisen speaking about his life, his music, and you have to smile because, well, you've made contact with something which is smiling at you through the internet. And boy, oh boy, do you have to search before you get that contact. Well, I'm happy. So if I'm happy, I won't play sad things. It doesn't mean that there may not be discord and noise. I mean, let's. I mean, I'm happy, but let's just, let's fit into the shoes of Yvgeny Kisen. Oh no, no way is this privileged as the master can play when Yuja actually plays Yvgeny's own compositions. I mean, we're actually Yuja, bless her soul. I mean, she can, boy, can she play. So I'm just happy. So I'll play for Yvgeny and. May Yuja Wang play many more works that Yvgeny Kisen composes in his spare time, because he only composes in his spare time. So this is a well-wishing invitation to further dialogue in the unconventional system of octagonal randomness which YouTube presents to you each time you switch on the computer from mail to YouTube. You are greeted by a sequence so evidently random. There's no way that it can be predisposed to what you've done and what you think and it's completely random. Just like we know the COVID is a naturally occurring disease which just happened to break them out. It's that kind of random. Oh, we're getting a chime. Something's up. The 12th hour. 12th night. Shakespeare. No, that wasn't planned, but it's kind of 12. It's 12-ish. Not deanery, but, well, 12. It has significance. It has significance. can we can we actually? Well, I don't think it will happen. But if Pope Francis visited Belmarsh Prison to actually consecrate the marriage of Stella Morris and Julian Assange in maximum a prison, Belmarsh Prison, that would cause a stir. Well, you know, well, we know it's because of COVID he can't travel, but you know, that's a thing. No, that's a thing. Pope Francis visits Belmarsh to consecrate wedding Julian Assange and partner Stella Morris. With a question mark, because we don't know. Now that's a title, which will not happen on the internet because we don't like, you know, kind of having discussions, meaningful discussions on the internet. Well, we have to dispense with that, because what's the point of meaningful discussions? We're given a menu, we eat what's for breakfast, we pay for it, and then we have to actually go to the toilet because we're rather sick with, well, we didn't ask for the menu, we were given something which, you know, is, you know, well, that's new stuff, but, you know, can we not envision that that's what will happen in a frame of reference of understanding that it is not impossible? Given that coincidence, there's a 0.005%, 5, not 1, 5, because it's fifth dimension, not 1, 0.005% chance that it will happen. So it won't happen, but it has happened because it could have happened. And while we were thinking to see and decide whether it has happened, it's already happened because we thought it's a possibility. So it's you know, it's a fait accompli. It's force majeure. So the moment of sanctity when Pope Francis consecrates the marriage of Stella Morris and Julian Assange in the presence of his father, John Shipton, and intergalactic forces which are beyond comprehension. So this is the moment. Eucharist is melting in Julian. There is no fear. Just an understanding, which is easily resolved. Now that is a discord which is a high frequency miss. It is vying for power. We are at a high frequency of understanding. Now that has to be overlaid coherently with the force. We don't carry on and try to evaluate and recompense. No, this is an understanding. What is written shall be. For it is written. We end this with a personal note of approbation. Amen. And a woman, because Pope Francis is present. Bye.